Hey, there you are. Guess what? Guess what? I know many of you are going to be excited to hear this. We are going to learn how to tell time. That's right, telling time. Many of you have asked me, when are we going to learn to tell time? Well, this week is the week. All right, we are going to learn how to tell time. But before we do that, we need to learn about the clock. This is a clock right here. There are many different kinds of clocks. They all look different, but there are some things that all clocks have in common or have that are the same. They have numbers. See these numbers? We have 12 up here at the top, and then we go in a circle motion. See that? If we go in a circle, we'll go from the 12 to 1, then to 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6 at the bottom, then 7, then 8, then 9, then 10, then 11, then 12. Look at that. And because it's a circle, we can keep going. See that? Kind of cool. The thing that the numbers are on, this part right here, is called the face of the clock. And then these hands right here, these are called the hands. And the hands actually, every clock has the hands, but this particular clock is a teaching clock. On most clocks, the hands move by themselves, but because this is a teaching clock, I can move the hands. Watch this. I can make it whatever time I want. But do you notice the way that the hands are moving? Do you see that? They're moving together. They're both moving. Now, the longer hand, on this clock it's blue. It's not always blue on every clock. This clock, the blue hand, is going faster. See that? It'll go all the way around the circle. See that? While the little hand right here only goes to the next number. Did you notice that? Let me do it again. I'll make the blue hand go all the way around, and then the red hand, or the short hand, will only go to the 11. Watch. See that? That short hand is going much more slowly. Now, we can call them the blue hand and the red hand on this clock, but I don't want to, because I don't want you to get used to that. I want you to think of it as by their proper names, okay? So here's what their names are. The long hand is called the minute hand. Can you say minute? The minute hand. Do you see all these little dots in between the numbers? Do you see that? Well, each of those, the space in between each of those dots is 1 minute, okay? The minute hand is what counts the minutes, okay? The hour hand, can you say hour? The hour hand goes in between the big numbers, okay? It's marking the hour, okay? So once it goes from here to here, then the hour changes. Watch this. There, new hour. I'll do it again. Watch the short hand, that's the hour hand. Another hour. So, whoa, I'm gonna fix this just a second. Sorry, don't want it to fall over. Okay, so the hour hand is the short hand, the minute hand is the long hand, okay? When the minute hand is straight up pointing at the 12, we call that on the hour. We call it o'clock. You may have heard that term before, o'clock, okay? When the minute hand is pointing at the 12, then the hour hand should be pointing right at the number, right smack dab in the middle of that number. See that? Yep. When it's pointing at the 12, this one is pointing at the number, okay? So this particular clock right now, this time says 1 o'clock. we always say the hour first. 1 is the hour. O'clock. We don't say 1:12 because the minutes, we say when it's pointing up like that, we say, remember, 1, we say o'clock. So this would be 1 o'clock. All right, let's do another. Let's see. Boy, this is a squeaky clock. I'm gonna have to fix that. Woo. I'll fix that before next time. All right, now this is a different time. Okay, look where the minute hand is. The minute hand is pointing at the 12, but we don't say 12 when it's the minute hand. We say, when it's pointing at the 12, we say o'clock, okay? Now that we know it's o'clock, we say we need to figure out what time the hour is. The hour is 4. The minute hand is pointed to the 12, so we say o'clock. So we'd say 4 o'clock. All right, let me pick another time. Oh. Uh-oh, now it's sticking. Let's do that one. There we go. Okay. Let's say the hour first. The hour is the shorthand. It's pointing toward the 7, so we say 7. Then we look at the minute hand. The minute hand is pointing toward the 12, so we say 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Now, I'm gonna change this. Now, can you tell me what time this is? This one first, we say 9 o'clock. Good job. Let's do that. Hour hand first. 5 o'clock. Good. Now, this type of clock that has the face and the hands, we call that an analog clock. Okay, the clocks that have the face with the numbers and the hands, we call that an analog clock. Now, some clocks will have just numbers. Have you seen those? Like a lot of times on a cell phone or on like a microwave have them sometimes. Sometimes an oven would have it where it's just the numbers. Okay, those are those are clocks also, but they have a special name. Those are called digital clocks. Okay, this is an analog clock, and a microwave clock would be a digital clock. Okay, there's a special way that you write the digital time. We could write this time right here. This is 5 o'clock, we said. We can write this in a digital way. And I'm gonna show you how to do that. Okay, I'll leave that there so you can see it. When you have time, when you're writing time, you write these 2 dots right here to separate the hour from the minute, okay? Can you see that? The hour goes first. I'm gonna write a 5 because that's our hour, remember? Now over here, I'm gonna write the minute. Now I'm not gonna write 12 because we don't say 12. What do we say? O'clock. When the minute hand is pointing toward the 12, we say o'clock. Now there's a special way that you write o'clock. You don't have to write out the whole word. You write the numbers. The special numbers for o'clock are 00. Whenever you see 00 on a digital clock or written digitally like this, you say o'clock. So you would read this time as 5 o'clock. Okay? 5 o'clock. All right? Let's do another time. If I had this time right here, what would you say? If you had to say it with words, what would you say? Hour first. 9 o'clock. When the minute hand is pointing to the 12, we say o'clock. So it would be 9 o'clock. Now, if we're gonna write this digitally, we would write 9, and then we'll do the dots. See that? 9 first is the hour goes first. And then 0, 0. 0, 0 means o'clock. Okay? I'll do another one. This one will be our last one because I want to give you time to practice. Oh, goodness gracious. Let me look at that clock while I erase. I forgot to erase, friends. I'm going to leave those dots there because I know I'm going to use them again. Okay, this time, the hour goes first. The hour is 2. Okay, and if you were going to say it, what would you say the time was? 2 what? 2 o'clock. Good. Every time, whenever the minute hand is pointed toward the 12, we say o'clock. So it would be 2 o'clock. Now, how would I write that? What would go here? 2. Good. What goes over here? 0, 0. But we don't say 2, 0, 0. What do we say? 2 o'clock. Good job. All right. Now, as I said, I wanted this to be the end so that you have plenty of time to do your practice on Seesaw. Okay? Good job.